Hello everyone, it's Kay from the Paper Shed. Thanks for popping on again today and joining me. Hope you're all doing really well and having a good week. If you're new, then welcome and thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy the video. Today I am going to share one of my large albums. This was made, how long ago? Oh, I know. Oh, I can't without doing it. Where is that? I've got the date somewhere. I think it's 2015. Me and my husband went on our first cruise to Barbados in 2015, and it was absolutely amazing. And I made this specifically for our memorabilia from the cruise. So I've not filled it up because I did something totally different afterwards, but I did make this beautiful album and I love it. So it's been made for about 7 years. It's very dusty and a bit battered in places because it's moved with us several times. So this is the spine. I did put a ruler out. Where did I put it? Let's use that one. Okay, so the spine is 3 3/4 inches. Got to be careful because it'll all fall out. And it is a huge monster of a 10 inches across and almost 12, actually 12 inches, 12 inches long. So it is a big baby, but I loved it, and I've looked through it, and it's got a few things that you can incorporate into a journal. Some actually that I've done recently. It's yeah, it's quite nice. I did have problems getting papers because I do have paper pads, scrapbooking pads, but nothing that was suitable. So I went digital, and I can't do 12 by 12 printing. So I struggled a little bit with the papers, and there is joins in places. But yeah, I love the way this came out. So the first page, there's nothing on the inner. The spine, I'll show you a spine because it's completely different too. So it's almost like a file folder system, and it holds, I've got three large compartments on there, which is great. It has got a Craftex spine cover there, but I've covered it, so it's you can't see it that well. Right, so we have the nice cruising papers. I can't remember whose papers these were. It wasn't anybody, specific to Etsy. It was, I think, I'm not sure, it might be an Echo Par one or a Simply Stories one, possibly. But if anybody's interested in the papers, I can actually find that out, so don't hesitate to ask. As you can see, that's where my ink pad got dropped. But yeah, I do love it. It's just lovely. These words were actually cut out. And you flip this open to a big acetate page, and then which have got tags in, and then the whole thing pulls out and stops there. So yeah, 2015. So it gives you a picture underneath, and then this is to put pictures in, and it does the front and the back. So that's a cool feature. You open it up then, and you have this very large pocket that holds several things that you've made. And on the back of that page, you get this waterfall tag feature. these tags do actually come out. They're not fitted in, so they actually come out. So you make these tag pockets, which I thought was actually quite a nice feature. You don't see them very often in journals, and yet we use an awful lot of tags in journals. So that's quite a neat idea, and it's a little different, which I quite like. On the back of those, then you've got more photographs. So it holds quite a few. There's one on the back there that's got another tag in. And then in each of the pages, then you have this rather cool, turn it the right way, you have this rather cool waterfall section that holds several photographs. I think I can get about 180 photographs in this album alone. So that was pretty cool. I mean, obviously you would have to make that to the size of your photographs. Obviously, I think these are 4x4, but I think you can do a 4x6. Oh, they're 4.25 by 4.25, which is just the right size for a 4x4, which is like an old format. But yeah, you could definitely make that into a 4x6. I think. And then in your policy envelope here, we have just a little booklet with a couple of photographs in. And there you got that. So you could stick pocket on here. You could make those. They come out quite flat actually, which is really nice. And obviously it's got quite a large pocket and space in there, so you'd be able to get a lot more photographs in than what is just there. So I like that. I don't know, I think these are just old ephemera pieces, are they? Yeah, this is just old craft card and some ephemera pieces that I never got to use in there. And then on this one, we have a fold out photo card as well. Again, I mean, you could still use something like this as a flippy flappy pull out in a journal, I think. So you would use, we make those anyway for journals, but you could use these for the same thing, because you could just make these into paper pad. Two on one either side, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And they all fit inside your pocket. Is there. Then we've got another huge page here. I used old file folders, the pocket type file folders, and that's what I made mine out of, because the 12 by 12 cardstock just wasn't enough to be able to do these with, so I had to use something different. Again, this was a tutorial and lots of inspiration from Catherine Scraps, who I mentioned in an earlier video, that inspired me a lot with my photo albums, because she's a photo album lady. That's what she does. So they think that. See, I like this as well. I just like the way it all comes together. So again, you can pull that out, and it is on the other side, so you can put pictures on the other side. All these pages are exactly the same now. So I've put a journaling space there rather than another photo on that middle one. Push that in. And the same again in here. So I've made a little policy holder with a booklet in. I've done the little flippy flappy out thing for that, and then that's your 10 photo. I think it's 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 on each side it is. So there's 10 on each side of those, and they're really cool. This again is where we put the papers together on 1-inch strips, but we make it into a full piece. And I've just done it in a zigzag there to match both sides. And I do love that idea. It is an idea I'm going to start incorporating in some of my journals, because one, it gets rid of your scraps, or you create less of them. And yeah, but yeah, it's so nice to just be able to look back on older projects and see, obviously, how my work has improved a little. But also how diverse it all is. I mean, I just love it. And that's the last page with your flippies. And again, you've got your cards and things in here, your memorabilia. I love this idea because that's what I mean, look, by doing it like that. So they're just different papers that I've used in here that I've had strips of 1-inch. And then you can put them together on pages or on tags or whatever you want to do, really. Just think it's a really fab, fun idea. And yeah, I used some nice papers actually. In fact, some of these is using up some of my scraps from the Mickey Mouse Say Cheese. But yeah, love them. Love it, love it, love it. I wonder if there's many people that have got albums that they could have a look through and see. I'm sure you've got some somewhere. See, I've done it again on here. I just love the idea of it. It's just nice. That's just a nice feature. So yeah, so some nice pieces in there, and a nice little flip through for you. So I would definitely use the 1-inch papers to create some backings, especially on something. What else would I use? A journal. I definitely do these as well. I think these are cool. I think that's really nice, the way that it is creating the tag at the top. And it's I mean, just that alone makes so much journal space on its own. You've got the card inside, so in and out, so both sides of that. You can use a vintage on here or tea stain on here, which would give you a lot more writing space. And you could even do that at the front and just have a little cluster. Yeah, liking that idea too. So that's something I would definitely take into a journal. And I'd definitely do something on the same lines as this. I quite like, I mean, this is obviously large because it's so big. But I think you could do that, even if it's folded backwards. See, I would fold that backwards. And create like a double put book, maybe for around a page or over a page. You could do it over a page, look, and have them coming down as a notebook. Try and find a fastening for it. Something to think about. So yeah, I do definitely think that there is mileage in looking through your older stuff. I mean, it's different really, I suppose, for me in a way, because I did other things. I didn't just do journaling. So yeah, it's a shame really that they're not used, but I don't know. When I look at it now, I think it's shabby compared to what I do now. But then everybody's is a learning curve, and I love it just for that reason, for the fact that I can actually see where I've improved and been a little bit more creative with my ideas. So I hope you got something from that, guys. If you have been inspired by any of it, please do comment and let me know how it's inspired you to do things. I do enjoy reading my messages and things, and I do always reply. So it would be great if you could leave me a message. Give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy the flip through, and I will see you for the next one. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.